Welcome. This is Pouring My Art Out for the Lord, and my name is Debbie. And I have here a design team project for Create with Scrimping Mommy. And I've been working on this secret garden journal, and I showed you how to make the cover. I used index cards for the front and the back cover, and then I put a fabric binding on it. And I sewed in one signature. I didn't show the signature part, but basically I just made a signature with some of the pages and a little bit of coffee dyed pages, and I did put another piece of ribbon onto the signature so that it wasn't just sewn through here, because there's lots of big holes here. I wanted to have a little more solid binding there. So that's the only really unusual thing, and then I just did a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So but today I want to show you how to make 5 pockets out of one 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock. So I'm going to show you the pockets here. This is just I'll do a quick flip while I'm getting to the pocket. So here's the first pocket, and this is the my artist skills aren't so good for drawing, but this is a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. So I have an 8 by 8 that I cut, a 4 by 12, and a 4 by 8, and then there's a couple extra pieces that I cut out of those that make the 4th and 5th pocket. So this particular pocket is made from this strip of 4 by 12. So this one has and I printed out a bunch of the tags from Amanda's Tag Essentials kit. Really neat. Lots of different tags, and I haven't decorated them yet. I think maybe next week I'll do a video on some tag options. But just to show you, this one has a pocket on the side, and it has a pocket in the back, and then it has another pocket here. And it has another pocket here, a smaller pocket there. So it's like a 3-step pocket plus a side pocket. So I'll show you how to put that together in a minute. And then I put quite a few of Amanda's labels from her Label Essentials, I think it's called. I'll link everything below. But the Tag Essentials and the Label Essentials are really nice to have for any journal. So this one is using this piece, 4 by 8, and this one has a pocket here and then a larger pocket at the back here. So at least 2 tags you can stick in there. There's the center of my signature. These are just some large pockets that I had from before. Here's another pocket. So this one is just a corner tuck. So there's, I can fit in a tag or 2 there. And here's another pocket. This is the one that I made using the large 8 by 8. So this one goes like this and like this. And I can put, I didn't put any pockets on the front, but you could. A tag fits in the back, a large tag. This flips open like this, so this is a tuck there. This is a tuck here. That flips up, and then this is included in the secret garden. It's like a large banner, and I've put 2 of the tickets in there as a tuck. That's kind of like a little belly band. And then I used a piece from another one of the pockets, this pocket. I cut off the 2 triangles, and there's one of them, and here's the other one. So then there's this tuck. So lots of different space on that one. And I think there's one more. There's this one, and this one fits a large tag. And this one I made as a true pocket. There we go. I knew there was lots of room for there. This is kind of a true pocket because I did tabs, I guess, on the sides that I glued down. I'll show you how to do that. And I think that's the last one. Yeah, so here's the belly band folio that we made a couple of times ago. So I have a little signature in there, and this is a belly band as well, so you can put a tag, you can even put a bigger tag on there. And then this back has 4 pockets too. I don't have everything loaded up in there yet, but I'll show you how to make these pockets. So maybe we'll do this one first. So this one flips over, flips up, and then all of the little tucks and stuff. I'm not going to do the decorating in this video. I show you the options to decorate it on here. So I'll just show you the structure of the pocket in this video, and then you can do the decorations. You can see what I've done and do the decorating yourself to suit your journal. So I'm just going to grab a piece of, it's actually, I said 12 by 12 cardstock, but this is actually 12 by 12 pattern paper. This is some older Stampin' Up! Two-sided designer paper, so it's a little bit heavier than a lightweight paper, but it's not cardstock. And I think this probably would work better than cardstock, because cardstock might be a little thick to do all of the folds. So according to this, I need to cut 8 inches off. And if your paper is not exactly, or if you're just working with scraps, you know, use what you have. You don't have to do exactly this. This part needs to have a square for this first 8 by 8, but it doesn't have to be 8 by 8. You know, if you have 7.5 by 7.5, that will work. So here I have 8 by 8. Here I have 4 by 8. I think. Yep, 4 by 8, and here I have 4 by 12. So that's the only cuts that we need at the beginning. So pretty simple. Then I'll get out my scoreboard. I'll put these two to the side for a minute, and we'll work just with our 8 by 8. And we need to do 2 scores on here. We need to score in the middle. I'm just gonna do it this way. So we would score at 4 inches and fold in half. And I'll score this one and score it at 4 and fold that in half. So basically we just have scored at 4 inches in the middle there and 4 inches in the middle there. So we have 4 identical squares for that one. And then I want to cut one of these squares out. And because I'm using just kind of non-directional plain paper, it doesn't matter at all which square I cut out. So I'm just gonna, I just marked it a little bit with my my ink just to see a little bit easier where to cut. And when you're cutting this, you can cut, I'm cutting out this square, so I'm gonna cut just slightly to the right of that line. So I'm gonna leave the ink part on the square that I'm cutting out. So that just leaves me a little bit extra room for these ones that are left to fold. So again, on this side, I'm cutting a little bit left of the ink line now. So when I'm done, the square that I cut out has all of the inks on it. And then we'll just put this one aside for now. We're going to make something out of that in a minute. And this is our the base of our first pocket. So I'll just reinforce those folds. This one should fold nicely over here because we cut out that little bit. And you could make it flip like this. You can, I glued mine in 3 sides, and then this went down and this went over. But you can do it, you know, you could do it this way. You could glue it this way. You know, you could fit it to your journal however you want to do it. And I think on mine I did round the corners. Where is the one I'm working on? Right here, yes. I rounded all 4 corners. So I'll do that again. Just going to use my 1/4 inch punch. Try to line up all the corners and do it at once. So 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, and 1/4 inch. Oh, and one more. So I just want to line up a little bit better. There. So basically that is it. So there's our pocket. So this goes open like this, and up like this, up like this. And again, I glued it in these 3 sides. So the top is open for a tag to go into. So I just used elements from the Secret Garden kit. There's some journal cards. This was from the Label Essentials kit. Just added a couple pieces of lace. Here I have one of the labels from Amanda's label kit and one of the cards from Secret Garden. This is a label, I think, from Secret Garden, actually. This is, I think it was a freebie, but matches the Secret Garden flashcards, so I glued that on 3 sides to open for a tuck there. This was a banner and 2 little tickets, so I just glued that on the top and the bottom here. This is one of Amanda's labels, another label from Amanda, this is from the Secret Garden, and another flashcard. So, and oh, we didn't do the pocket for this, so I'll show you how I do that pocket when we get that other one done. So let's do, can't do that one yet. Let's do this pocket next. So basically that is that pocket done. If you have one-sided cardstock, you might want to do some stenciling or matting or something, because you do see both sides of it. I picked just a neutral green color because I knew it matched the kit really well. So to make this one, we need our 4x8 strip. This one was slightly different size because I actually just used a scrap for it. But this one, again, I'm going to score in the middle. So this is 8 inches, so put the 8 inches along the top and score at 4 inches. And that's all we need to score there. And then fold that in half. Okay, and then what we want to do is just, you could fold this just by, you don't need a measurement or anything. I just kind of folded it so it's, I don't know, about 1/2 inch from that side. And it ends up being about 1/2 inch from the bottom because it's a square. And just give that a nice crease. And then this one I want to score about 1/2 inch away from the top of this one. So you could score it maybe, I'm not sure how well it would score at an angle like that, but you can just kind of press it how you want it. So now you have this folded in and this folded back like that. You have 2 triangles. This is what it looks like when you open it up. So now I'm going to fold this one back and I'm going to fold this one back. So now I have, and you could do it to the front too and have that as a part of your design element. So now I have this for a double pocket here and here. And what I did is I wanted a little bit of this tucked behind just to give it a nice finished edge. I'll just ink it just to show you. But I just cut a little bit, 1/4 inch away from that inked edge. And this is my little tuck. And then on this side I did the same thing. I'm just marking with a little bit of ink so you can see where I'm cutting. And then I just cut about 1/4 inch away on that one. And this will be one of our other pockets. So then for these little flaps, I will just glue those down. If my glue cooperates. And then just press that down. You want a nice, you want to glue this quite securely here because you're going to be taking things in and out of this pocket, so you don't want it to be flapping up. So there's that one. And then I want to glue this one to the back. Just press that on for a second. then when I'm putting this on my page, or I could do it now because I don't think I need to really decorate anything there. I just put a little bit of glue just on that little edge and press that down. And then when I glue this onto the page, I just glue the bottom and the side, and then I have this part open as my tuck up here. So that's open just at the back, and then I have another pocket here. So right there. And this one I just decorated with a little bit of lace, and I hung a little charm on there. A couple of pieces from the Secret Garden, and this is from the label kit. And that can just be a tuck. If you wanted to do it on the other side of the page, you can just glue it or fold it the opposite way and then make it for this side of the page. And I did ink around all of my edges. I'm not going to take time to do that right now, but I will ink around all the edges. This one I probably should have done before I glued it, but if you're an inker, you know, you might want to ink on all your edges as you're making the pockets. So there's pocket number 2. Now we can go back to our first pocket, and this one I had taken the smaller little triangle, and I glued it on here as the pocket. So I'm going to flip it over so it contrasts a little bit, and I am going to ink this one because especially this edge, it'll be hard to ink afterwards. And I'm just going to put glue on not the long edge, but the 2 shorter right angle edges here. And then I'm just going to put that in the corner here. And I will have to round this corner when I'm done too, because this corner was rounded. And you can just round that again and take that corner off, and now you have that little tuck like we had in the first one. So that little tuck is not included as my 5 pockets, but we have 2 pockets so far. This one we just make into a little corner tuck. So that one was here, and again this was slightly different size. So basically I'm just going to put glue on here, ink this before I put it on. I'll ink all 3 edges probably, and then just glue it on here, and then that will be a large tuck. And this one I just put on a circle from the Secret Garden and one of the labels, and you could also use it as a top tuck if you wanted to. So you just tuck in like that. You could even make 2 and have a top and a bottom tuck. I like to do that sometimes too, because it's really more secure for your tags that way. But there's pocket number 3. And then pocket number 4, we can do this one. So this one, we just take this one that we cut off of the first pocket. This is the square we cut off. And I might just take a little bit off those 2 edges, because these 2 edges where the ink was there, I did have that fold there as well. So you don't have to, because this is going to be glued down anyways, but just to make it a nice edge, I'll do that. And then to make this not just a straight tuck, but more of a pocket, I'm going to put it on my scoreboard, and I'm going to, I could do 1/2 inch. For these ones, I think I'm just going to do 3/8 of an inch, because this is a bit of a narrower pocket to begin with, and I don't want to lose too much of it. So 1, 2, 3. So 3/8. If you want to do bigger, shorter, wider or narrower, you could do that. This one I did not even do the gusset at the bottom, these flaps or gussets, because I don't think you really need it at the bottom of the pocket. It's mostly on the sides that you need it. And then I just folded these 2 sides in like this. And then I put glue on these 2 sides and along the bottom, and I just glued that into my page. And this should fit one of these big tags from the Tag Essential, I think it's called Tag Essentials. I always forget that second word. I think it's Tag Essentials. But this is one of the larger tags, and that fits in there perfectly. So, and this one to decorate, I just put something from the Secret Garden again, one of the labels, a little bit of lace on the side, and I just had a little bit of fabric and string and a button there to add a little bit extra there. So that's our 4th pocket. And our 5th pocket is going to be with our last strip, which is our 4x12 strip. And that is this pocket. What I like about this is sometimes when you go to make, you make a journal and then you want to put tags and pockets and things, and you have tons of ideas in your head. But when you go to make your actual pockets, you're like, well, this is me anyways. It's like, oh, I could make a pocket, you know, a straight pocket or a slanted pocket. But what else? You know, what else? I've made all these different ones, but you kind of forget. So this is a way to do it where you get 5 pockets out of one 12x12. And I think I'm going to make a sequel to this. I'm going to make another how many ever pockets out of another 12x12 because I have more ideas on how to do pockets like this. And most of these pockets are something like a variation of something I've seen or whatever. It's not all things that I just dreamed up right away or just dreamed up right now. You know, it's you see videos and you get inspired, and if I make something exactly like somebody had made it, I try to link their channel. But if it's just something that, you know, you're inspired by 3 or 4 different videos 6 months ago, and in your head you just kind of put them together, that's usually how it works for me. But then when you go to make your journal, you just take out a 12x12 and cut your 5 pockets, and you've already got some really nice, interesting things in your journal. So, and I'm going to do a similar thing with the tags, and then I think I'm going to do, like I said, I'll do a sequel with the pockets because I got lots more ideas for that. I don't know if everything's going to go in this journal. It's already getting a little bit thick, but we'll try. I should keep that page. Where did it go there? I'll keep that page. So this one we want to score. I have to remember now. I want to score it at 4 and 7 and 10, I think. 4 inches, 7 inches, and 10 inches. I'll see if I'm right. I didn't write this part down. So we can just fold on all of those scores. It's easier to fold them towards when you score, you make an indentation, and on the other side there's like a bump, and you would think that the bump should be outside when you fold, but it's easier to fold it if you put the bump on the inside. So you fold it, the bump to the inside, and then you can reverse the fold if you need to make your pocket a different way. But if you fold it first like that, it's just a little easier. So this will come up, let me just get this right, yeah, like this. So we have our 4-inch part at the top, and we fold this whole thing up, and we fold the whole thing down, and then we fold what is ever left here up here. So now we have a pocket here, a pocket here, and a pocket here. And this one you can do a few other things. You could glue here for a pocket and glue here for a pocket, and then leave this part to flip up. So this, you would still have all 3 pockets, but this one would be a flip, and then you could do some journaling in there. What I decided to do is I kept my 3 pockets, and then for this pocket I glued here and left this side open, and that's where I've got this tag in here. So that just goes into the side here. So it's not in the back, it's in between these 2 layers here. So hopefully that makes sense. And on this one, I just rounded all my, I didn't round the bottom corners, but I rounded all of the top edges of the, or corners of the pockets. So I've got that one. This one is a double layer, so I'll round those two. And then at the very top, I'll round those two. So then when you put it together, you've rounded these two, and these two. So I would ink all of my edges here, and then I would glue. This one I can probably actually glue, because I can glue it without putting it in the book. So I can just show you a little bit better how to glue it. Just get a little bit of ink on all those edges. So I would glue this short pocket on these two sides first. So just these two short sides. So that forms the bottom pocket. And then I would pull this middle pocket down and glue just on the two short sides of the middle pocket. And fold that up. And then when I put this into my journal, then I will glue on the back on these three sides. So here, here, and here. And then that will leave me room for my tag at the top here. This is just in between the page and the pocket right there. And then I have to decide if I'm going to use this for a journaling space or if I'm going to use it for a side tag. So I'll do this the same way as I did the first one, just to show you. So you open this flap and you just glue on this left side and the bottom. Or you could leave this side open and glue this side, whichever works for the page that you're planning. And then just hold that for a second. This glue that I'm using is not super quick. It's fairly quick, but it's slower than art glitter, so I have to give it a little bit of an extra second before I start sticking things in. So now we have this pocket on the side. Again, it's not through the back, it's just on the side. And then we can put a tag here in between the pocket and the page. And we can put another tag in here. There's a pocket. And then we have another pocket down here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets on this little piece. So that's really neat. So on this one I decorated, I just put, there's lots of these ticket shapes in the Secret Garden, so I cut one in half and just used it as a tab here. Used a whole one here. I took 3 different labels and just added those to the layers there, like this. This one is on the top layer. These two are on the next layer, and then these two are on the next layer, and I put a bit of lace there as well. So, and there's our side tuck. So there's my 5 pockets. Hopefully that all made sense, and you have some ideas on how to decorate them. So we have that one, that one, that one, that one, and our big fold out one. So if you kind of, mark this video, save this video, and the next time you make a journal, if you want, a bunch of some interesting pockets right away, just pull out the video and grab a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, cardstock, whatever, light cardstock, and preferably double-sided for most of these pockets, and make yourself 5 unique pockets really quick. I just, very, very quick to make them. Decorating them up however you want for your journal, and you're good to go. And if you liked this video, I would appreciate if you liked it, and if you subscribe and click the bell for all notifications. I'm going to make next, I'm going to take these tags and I'm going to make, I don't know how many, maybe 5 again, kind of unique ways of making tags to go in, or decorating the tags, or I'm going to do maybe flips or pockets or different things on the tags as well. And then you'll have 5 pockets and 5 tags, and then probably a sequel for the tags. So there'll be three different videos. If you mark them, you have, the next time you make a journal and you're stuck for ideas, you can go to them and use the formula to make a bunch of neat elements. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Blessings. Thank you for watching.